What is poppin' YouTube? It is your boy. Today we got ourselves a commentary video talking about the first day of 1.7 PTS. So I'm on console, so I don't have it myself. So this gameplay is not 1.7 gameplay. I apologize in advance. But I have watched a lot of it. I have, you know, kind of dipped in and dipped out on different streams to see what is what. And honestly, I'm glad we have a PTS, and the reason I say this is because I've seen so many things just like we thought were going to be extremely broken, but that's the point of the PTS, so like it's not an issue. I'm not complaining about it or nothing. I'm actually pretty hype about it. If anything, I want a broken PTS to play with, to have fun with. I'm pretty sure we all do, but one thing that I saw was when Hamish was using the 6-piece striker, dude. How it works, the 6-piece, the 5-piece gives you enemy armor damage and stability, but the 6-piece, which is improved striker, is insane. Like, you get the regular stacks that you get, which gives you damage, and we know how much damage you can get, but you also get like another stack that gives you stamina and or health. It gives you your health back. It's like a regen, and it's based off of how much stamina points you have. So what I've been seeing people use is like a tanky version of it, which is like my striker tank build, how I build it. That translated into 1.7 is basically like God mode. And yes, people say you have to land shots, and I do agree. A lot of players won't be able to, but if you're able to abuse the SASG's auto aim, it's not hard to get stacks. And it's crazy. Like, it literally will regen your health faster than a reclaimer does. And I see that as something like they already have their eyes on it. I can almost guarantee it's not going to be like that by the time console gets it, or by the time it goes live. I seen reclaimer. I seen 6 pieces are slept on. So we're all hyped about the Ninja Bike backpack, right? Like, everybody, ever since we heard what it was going to do and how it unlocks extra talent, we all got super hype about it. And we're like, oh, we have all these ideas. But they made these 6 pieces so powerful that it's like, damn, do I even want to make a hybrid Ninja Bike build? And that's good. That's great. Like, I'm glad they did that. I'm glad the 6 pieces aren't trash, because it gives, once again, another layer of building, another layer of decision making for how you want to build your build. And I just seen so many good builds already being made. Like, even Sentry. Sentry is amazing. The fact that you get 100% headshot damage when you have the 6 piece and your strike, or your mark. I'm sorry. Your 6. I guess you can stack it 6 times now. And when you're on 6. And you like get another headshot. I don't know if it's another headshot or it just does it by itself, but it has a chance to spread to everybody. Now, I'm not sure if 6 stacks spread to everybody. If so, that's insane. But I just do know it does have a chance to spread. And I just noticed, like, they're working on the gear sets that really had no love, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And just in day 1, I just seen they got what they wanted. You know, Wids and them, they got control and finally got a chance to work it out. And already you could just see the outrageous combinations and how much damage you do just to NPCs. Like, you can scale it really good by noticing how fast you melt NPCs and how fast you survive. That's why Striker is so amazing, because you can literally like solo PvE anything. And I know there's not a lot of PvE players, but you know, they try to cater to them. And even in the Dark Zone, I just see that as like amazing. If you're able to put full tank mode on, and you don't really need skill power because your gun is healing you technically, it's like having self-preserved on at all times without even shooting. So you stack your stacks up and your health just zooms up. And how fast it goes up is like unbelievable. Like, I see it slowing down, but just how it is right now from what I see in the PTS for testing, it's insane. It's ridiculous. And the fact that you're doing this while stacking up damage, I say it's like the best solo build so far I've seen. I just see so many things, so many combinations you could do with it that it's going to be ridiculous. But, you know, that's just, like I said, it's day 1 PTS. People haven't even fully delved into everything. This is just me speaking on what I've seen so far, because a lot of people have been asking me, like, well, dude, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Yes, I've been watching, and it's insane. They don't have a Tactician 6-piece yet, so sad. Feels bad, man, for that. I'm not sure if they have an Alpha or a Banshee yet, but I do know for sure I seen Reclaimer, I seen Striker 6-piece, I seen Final Measure 6-piece, which is really dope because you get to defuse and get all these crazy buffs that get to help your teammates. Like, the Fire Nade one is like 15 damage for everybody. Like, that's amazing. Like, that, especially with like the mixtures of everybody else's builds, like, that's crazy. So the Reclaimer gets like I don't know, like 200% healing speed when you get full 6-piece or something like that, and the range is outrageous and the heals are crazy. It's just like there's so many things that we're diving into, and it's super exciting. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, oh dude, everything's extremely broken. Like when I watch some of the things, like, okay, I see buffs here and there. But for people who hate DeadEye, DeadEye is really strong. It's just really situational now because you have to take cover to get those crits. So, you know, they're kind of less mobile as far as like running around like how I do with like my SVD tank. I'm able to run around and have full power with with my crits. You can't really do that no more. But the damage is insane. Like you get a whole nother 20% crit damage on top of DeadEye now, which is technically a buff. So beware of that. And the SVD got changed a little bit. The recoil is a lot bigger, but the accuracy is the same. These little things I'm just naming off the top of my head. I remember by watching. I just noticed that the patch does already look fun as hell, dude. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like the brokenness isn't appealing to me. I think it's amazing. I see so many different things that are like gonna be considered OP that I'm excited about it. I'd rather everything be OP than everything feel stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed just with the amount of gear set changes that they have with the 5 and 6 pieces, I low key took my eyes off a Ninja Bike backpack. Like I wasn't even looking to the Ninja Bike or trying to see the combinations that they can with Ninja Bike, even though I know it's super powerful. I was so like hooked on the idea of the full 6-piece of the gear sets that I'm like, dude, like damn, why would I even want that if I can get this super like mega buff? It's like choosing, is it kind of like how the meta is going to be, is like you either choose to have a bunch of mini buffs or you have one super buff and it's around your play style and you play around that buff however you play. Just like with DeadEye, you have to play cover, but you will hit extremely hard. You probably end up one-shotting people with the buffs that they have now. Or you could play Final Measure and be like super like Sage and like buff everybody and prevent them from being hit with any kind of nades or anything, and you know, survive when it comes to like enemy armor or exotic damage. So there's like all kinds of different playstyles that are going to take into effect. Like even a pistol Sentry build is going to be ridiculous because it's like having a Predator's Mark with tags. So like I said, when you get 6 stacks and every time you shoot them, it has a chance to spread to everybody else. So if you get to like get with a shield build, have a pistol that's hitting hard with decisive already, since you have extreme high headshot damage, you multiply that and put that all in and optimize that, you're going to be hitting really hard on players. And on top of that, you can be able to spread that damage across the board, which is 6 stacks. So I don't know if they changed the number of how much damage per stack or not, but I do know it is 6 stacks and it does spread. All this is subject to change, so like I don't want to get everybody like too hype or piss somebody off like that's broken. It is broken. That's the whole point of the PTS, and I feel like literally by releasing it, everybody that hopped on it, we already see what's broken. Like honestly, as bad as I want Striker to say how it is in the PTS, like I think like dude, that would be my go-to build. I already love Striker to begin with, and now they basically gave you a super buff for running 6-piece. As bad as I want that to stay, my personal opinion, by just playing the game and knowing how that would be, I know for a fact in my heart that they're not about to keep it that way. And if you guys want to go check it out, go to the Division game on Twitch and go look at their past videos and like watch like about an hour and 20 minutes in, you see Hamish go through missions with the Striker, and it's just surreal. He's doing emotes in front of the NPCs because his health is going right back to full, and it's just like crazy. And I know he knows it's insane. And honestly, like, if I had a choice, I'd keep it like that because that's dope. It makes you more aggressive because you want to keep those stacks up. Just like I said, you can get EMP. Oh, actually, let me mention that too. So let's say you get 100 stack and you get like 100 stack with the healing too, where you're basically like going to be God mode if you know how to strafe. If you get EMP'd, it's wiped. So I guess that's what makes it reasonable. So it is counterable, and I think that's going to be a justification on why they don't change it if they decide not to. But it is stoppable. You can EMP. It's not something that you just have to deal with and hope that they miss or hope that it wears off. It is counterable. You can shut it down instantly, and it kind of shuts down the whole build. I don't know if it takes away the damage, but if it does, that is kind of like a direct counter, and it's it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But as far as everything else, we get our face mask, which we've been waiting for the longest. There's customization. Just a lot of things, man. The patches and all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff to look forward to, and I think it's gonna be dope. So this is like my little understanding of day one. Just putting everything, telling you guys how I feel about it and what I noticed about it and what stuck out to me. And honestly, right now, literally, Striker is the #1 build in the game to me. Like I said, they haven't fully touched on everything, but from, like I said, this is off of day one. Looking at everything, I think that is the most powerful 6-piece buff easily. Like, it's insane, especially how I play with the auto aim abuse that we do know it is cheesy or whatever, but just knowing that that's still a thing, it's gonna be crazy. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are all hyped up as much as me, but remember, everything is subject to change. Don't get irritated, just have fun when it comes out to console. It should be coming around sometime next week after the first wave is done of, you know, testing and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys stopping by. Please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the PTS and the 1.7 below. It's been real. Your boy is out.